Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of episode 5 and Journey into Pandora. I feel this deck is pretty good so far, apart from the misclick Triton Sanctuary. It's pretty solid overall. We had a couple of meh treasures. Jewel Bagpipe actually worked out okay during one of the games. Flame Biz Ruby's not too bad, but I was hoping for some more powerhouse treasures like Dark Crystal, for example. Or maybe even just a Hammer of Wrath as a good piece of removal. But overall, I feel this deck is pretty good. It's pretty fun as well. Let's get into some more matches and see if I can get that 9 wins. Alright, first match, guys. Let's see if we can get another win on the board. Oh, the Triton Sanctuary Curse. Feels bad. I feel like I've been cursed by this card. Water Elemental's great, though. Aurora's Creation could be good if we can combo with this, depending how slow our opponent plays. And we've already had 2 rush games. We had 1 rush game which was a loss and 1 which was a win, so we're 1-1 in the rush matchup. But we'll see if we do encounter rush. I kind of hope we don't, because we'll have more of an opportunity to play these cards. It's going to be a pass, another creation. Okay. So I'm just going to take a mountain, I think. I think a mountain's fine here. Take a lake. Then we can pass. So we can just jump up here. Maybe even push into these 2 wells, depending on what else I draw. But I want to ramp out lands as quickly as possible. Get this Icerock Behemoth down and then start creation in it and making all sorts of problems for my opponent. It's a Gabriel Warden. Collect here. I think we'll take another lake, actually. Then we'll pass. And now we have the Warden to assist us if we need to maybe clear a small creature. But a 3/3 is not going to be able to challenge much, unfortunately. And our opponent did pass on the 2nd turn, meaning there was no creatures come down. So it's safe to assume that whatever in this hand is quite expensive or potentially quite large, so we'll see. Oh wow, just passing away here. This is great for us because now we can get our Axe Grinder spot and we can set up an additional creature to start collecting in case these get removed. You know, we always have the Gabriel Warden to help our creatures out, but we also have Icerock Behemoth next turn, which is going to be just awesome. I might just even go aggro at this point. Depends what comes down. It's going to be a Bloodsinger. Flame Burst. That's fair enough. This card. Alright. So, I can keep my Brigand alive if I use the Warden. Or I could just go straight into Behemoth now. But I could set up Warden as a double collector first. You know, use the protection, clear this out, keep my Brigand, which will give me Faeria value over time. Maybe try and get an aggressive land before I play my Icerock. So I think I am actually going to gear more towards that. You know, let's continue to double collect and get value out of this protection, because I think this is probably the best protection we're going to get with this current hand, at least, because Icerock Behemoth already has protection, so it's not a big deal, really. We still have enough to play Icerock Behemoth. It's going to be a Grimguard. Okay, so Grimguard gonna lock things down a little bit. Let's see what we pick up. Oh, wow, okay, this would be fantastic if this wasn't in the way, because I could just jump over and take care of it. So let's take a draw. Fire Elemental. Not that useful, unfortunately. It's going to be an Icerock. And now we can also give the Icerock jump. So we can jump over here and kill the Bloodsinger. Let's see if there's an answer to this. I hope not. Ah, there's a Frogify. So my Aurora's creations are a little sadder now. and a flame burst to follow up. So we can still do the jump now with the Triton Chef. Going aggressive. Make sure we take care of that Grimguard now. Now this aggressive land is a little concerning, so I'm just going to block it off. I'm going to pass this. So I have a 5/5 jumper. I can also creation this and give it protection. So even though we lost a good opportunity there with the Icerock Behemoth, the Frogify, I don't feel that bad about it because I still have a really good target in this Gathering Warden. It's a shame I won't be able to combo anything with it unless I go for the... Unless I crack this open. Take the draw. So yeah, let's creation this. Let's play the Warden. And jump this over. We'll crack this open. We're going to move this towards here to defend. We got the 4/6 double collected now. It might not even matter. Pandora could open at any moment. But I don't really have any aggressive lakes, so... Yeah, I might even double neutral lake up here at some point. It's going to be a Dreamkeeper. I also have one of these. Pandora is going to awaken off the Dreamkeeper, so I'm not going to get a chance to double collect. So I got the most out of my Sanctuary there anyway. And it actually worked out pretty well. It's just a really bad card to draw after Pandora's awoken because you're not going to get anything out of it. Doom Scythe, okay. Oh, so we have all our treasures now. I could even creation this, replay it, and get another Triton's Banquet, but I'm not going to have enough Faeria to do all that. I just drew another Warden anyway. It's pretty good. Okay. So I'm not going to use any treasures just yet, I don't think. I kind of want to... I want to double neutral up and lake here. I think that might be the first order of business for me. I mean, I could Flame Burst Ruby and kill pretty much everything, and then Warden. Okay. Let's try this. So we're gonna Flame Burst Ruby now. Then we're gonna move this up. Lake here. And try and set up a jeweled magpie to hit. It's very difficult to get this to work if you're not playing an aggressive deck. That's why I was a bit disappointed with the selection of treasures when the magpie was featured. I probably should have just taken something else now. That's something to note in the future, I think. If I'm building more control, this card's not going to get much value. It's literally a free Faeria 1 damage for me in most cases. I do have a creation, which can be handy, but like I said, don't have the lands for it. I was blocked out quite early on. I can Doom Scythe anything that comes down now, but my opponent still has all the treasures. We've both drawn 3 treasures at this point. I used 2 in combination there to clear the board. Might be enough, but could really hurt me if, say, another Flame Burst Ruby came down to wipe the board. I'd have to start from scratch. I don't want that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The Magpie lives, so I'm going to be able to keep gaining treasures, which is going to be really handy. Flame Burst. Wow. All the Flame Bursts. Takes a lake. It's gonna block me, I guess. With something. Maybe like a lore thief. Oh, it's gonna be a Jin's lamp. Guess we'll find out what color came down. Something 0 cost there. That's spring mochi, okay. A gem silk fairy. I can hit this. Move this up. I could even warden this actually. You couldn't deal with it last time. What's to say you can deal with it now? Yeah, I think the warden is where I want to go. We can just move up like this. And this way, you know, the mochi alone is not going to be enough to kill my little bird. And if my bird does live, I could potentially creation it. But I also have the opportunity to creation wardens if I need to give it further protection. So, in pretty good board state here, I think. Especially with my opponent just floating around on 6 Faeria. If I can start recharging my hand with new treasures with the magpie, I'm going to be in a good position for sure. I'm just not really expecting it to live at this point. No. Oh, okay. Might just go for that instead. I can Doom Scythe. Yeah, I can Doom Scythe at 0-6. Feels good. So we had the Jin's lamp, and now we have the dancing blade, the flying sword. Clock is ticking. Will any other cards come down? Nope. Just gonna clear it up. Nice. So I can finish this off. I can hit. Could even gift to steal this if I wanted. Do I want to gift to steal? I think so. I think gift to steal is fine. I can +1 into Doom Scythe, so I will have 8 Faeria. It's not bad. If this had one more life, I'd strongly consider Death's Desire into creation on the bird, but I think we're okay here. We're in a good position. We're in Dark Crystal range now. Could hurt. Equinox, I'm not going to be a big fan of seeing either. But I can creation the Equinox and heal myself, so I can kind of cancel it out in some ways. I could even creation the Equinox, and then I could Death's Desire it, try and set up lethal. So there's a cool little combo there, but I could draw it off the magpie. I could potentially creation one if my opponent has it. So Death's Desire could open up some plays with that card if it was to show up. Go through a draw. Not sure if my opponent has an answer here. Firebomb? Needs to kill 2 creatures in order to prevent lethal. So I'm going to firebomb my 6-1. Then get rid of that. And then Void Guardian. So just going for lethal there. I have lethal. I drew the firebomb. I also had Death's Desire as a way to finish off the game. So another win here. Jeweled Magpie actually doing a little bit of work there, even though I couldn't get it into a spot where it could hit straight away. I had to take a turn to get active, but was pretty decent there. It was a threat that my opponent had to respect because of the potential treasures I could receive. So 3-1 so far, going strong. Let's get into another match. Alright guys, another game. Let's see how it goes. Oh, this little guy I haven't really used much. I think I'm going to keep a hold of it. And I'll keep a hold of the Herald as well. So I can go either turn 2 Herald or I can go turn 2 Dreamkeeper. I don't really mind. Also, if I go up against Rush, having the taunt could be relevant. It's going to be a lake. Okay. So I think I want to just go for the Herald first. Take the Herald. We might move into double collection. We'll see what our opponent gets up to first. Opponent might go on opposite side. Yeah, I'm gonna go down opposite side. So yeah, I'm actually gonna switch sides as well to match my opponent to make sure I can defend properly. Oh, I don't really want to reshuffle this hand just yet. I think we'll just wait. We can lake here, and then we can play Kingsguard, or we can mountain here and play Kingsguard. See how this little frog gets up to first. Now the Ancient Herald should stick around. Very much depends. It's going to be a mountain for my opponent as well. Oh, and the Gemshell Tortoise showing up here. Very cool. Alright, now I definitely don't want to shuffle this hand away. It's going to be very hard to play this card now. I guess that's one of the problems with it in general. Like, if your hand's strong, you never want to play this. You want to play this as a way to kind of full mulligan your hand and draw a new hand if it's not very good, but right now, like, this is a card I don't want to play. It might come down a bit later. My hand, it can fix my hand later on. Like, there's no rush to play this card. So if my hand doesn't quite line up to the to what my opponent's board is up to, and I need new options, you know, that kind of re-mulligan could be really handy. Now the Kingsguard directly challenges the Triton Trainer, so something a little bit extra would have to come down in order to finish this off. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a Flame Burst, double collect, draw a card, hit the Shard of Pandora into a Ninja Toad, and a King's Faithful followed up by a Brigand. All right. So I still want to build lands. So I think I might just take a mountain, maybe in the middle. Just pass and play Gemshell Tortoise next turn. My opponent is only collecting off on one well, like me. And, you know, this makes it more difficult for my opponent to actually push damage this turn. It needs like a Shifting Tide, maybe a Sunken Tower, or maybe a Horsemaster would be ideal in this situation. Couldn't really avoid this aggressive mountain, unfortunately. Oh, there's a punishment. It's a shame. Yeah, it's a shame I won't be able to do much with it. I can after this shield pops, but until then, it's not a lot I can do. I think I might put this here, actually. That's that's pretty much one of the best things you could get off Gemshell Tortoise. I'll use it now. Like, that's a perfect target as well. So my opponent now knows I have another Flame Burst in hand. Right out of reach of the King's Faithful, so I can maybe try and clear it a bit more efficiently. Ninja Toad, punishment. That's not actually that good. Or just hitting and punishment or flame burst. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a gem shell tortoise of my opponent's. So the gem shell tortoise mirror. I wonder if the selection was as good as mine. Oh, and Pandora's already open. That was quick. Doom Scythe. A perfect draw there. Knock that off. I'm going to use the Ninja Toad here to finish this off. We can double neutral forward next turn to try and get an aggressive land in. Goes for a draw. Could Firestorm here. Would be pretty decent. Empress Command. So 2 Empress Command picked up off the Gem Shell Tortoise. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Ah, no. Never want to draw this card at this point. Feels bad. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna Warden. Finish that off. We're split up because of Bottled Lightning at this point. Don't want to get hit by a Bottled Lightning, so I'm quite happy to keep my creatures spread out. Now I can kind of fix my hand now with the Dreamkeeper. If I don't draw anything that good, you know, this could be a good way to fix it. Not looking to move my lands. I don't like that. Firebomb, Punishment kills this. A 7 Faeria into a 7 Faeria into a 5 Faeria investment. Not sure if I really want to do that, but I don't want this moving my land and my opponent making a land, so you know, maybe that's why I get up to this turn. Just get rid of it. That's actually a really annoying card for me to deal with. Because I really want that aggressive land, because my opponent has an aggressive land, so I need one too in order to make sure I can start applying pressure and, you know, not have to move like an extra space a turn. As we saw in my last game, you know, I had a lot of ground to make up before I could actually start being aggressive, and I don't want to fall into that problem again. It's going to be a Ground Shaker into the Emperor's Command, finish off my 6-1. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's sort my hand out. Let's see if I can pick up something a little bit better. I think I just redrew that. Pandora Treasure. Yeah. I can move this across now to challenge this. Just take a Faeria, and I think I'll pass there. Oh, gonna Flame Burst. Push some damage. Exalted Ogre. It's a bit of a problem here for me. Flame Burst Ruby's nice here, but I'm just so dangerously low. I feel like we have to do it though. Flame Burst Ruby into Gem Shell. It's pretty good. Not really what I want to see, but I don't mind so much. I can get an aggressive lake now. Maybe even, yeah, maybe I could just push something aggressive here as well. So I'm playing a little bit into Firestorm, but my Gem Shell Tortoise will still live. And I still +1 into Warden if I need to. So yeah, that's going to get creationed. Creation this. Play it. Kill it. I'll probably kill it with these two. So yes, I'm just cancelling that out. So I just completely cancelled out the Equinox. Actually, Creation is a really good answer to Equinox. That card can be a really big pain. And I also, actually, now that I think about it, you know, what's so good about this land as well, my Jeweled Magpie can get value. So now I have an Equinox going in. You know, I've covered this mountain, so the next creature needs to be played at least a tile away from me. I also have the Warden to back me up. I also have the Triton Chef to back me up as well. So things are looking pretty good here. Oh, another Gemshell Tortoise. Okay. Hopefully not Flame Bursts. Flame Bursts would be pretty devastating. It's going to be a Diver. Oh, and the Diver, of course, gets the power up from before. Okay. So we're going to step across. Take a mountain here. Then we can use the Warden. Here. Just playing around Ball of Lightning. Now we have our Axe Grinder spot, so I don't really mind if this dies, because I'm going to replace it with a 5/4 anyway. Flame Burst. Oh, Flame Burst Hammer. He drafted Flame Burst Hammer. He drafted Hammer and Equinox in one draft. Yeah. And all the Flame Bursts as well. So not really a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. That's kind of a god draft in terms of damage from hand. But that was actually kind of sad actually, because I felt that it was turning into a really good match. You know, we've gone very back and forth. I felt like I was finally getting my momentum going, and then just kills me from hand with Hammer and Flame Burst. Sad times, but what's most unfortunate is we have 2 losses now and 3 wins, and I really like this deck. I don't want it to fall, but we'll have to get into another game and see what happens to my deck. Might be the last one. Might be the start of a comeback. Alright guys, another match. I have already won another game, but unfortunately that clip got lost in the void somewhere. Yeah, it was very unfortunate. It was a pretty good game overall. I managed to basically use the Celestial Tower my opponent had as a way to safely push damage on one side of the orb with the Jeweled Magpie, and then eventually a Gemshell Tortoise, and it became a very big problem for my opponent. But my game started very similar to this. I went like this. So there are some reminiscences of that match in this one. This is how I opened. It's actually going to be a forest, so I haven't seen much green in this run so far, mainly blue. Either with a splash of yellow or red. We'll see what shows up. It's going to be another forest. An Ancient Beastmaster. Now, I think this deck's going to have some problems against mono green. But we'll have to see. Now, I can actually just push very aggressively up here if I want instead. And I think I'm going to do that simply because I want to get that Axe Grinder spot. I want to get out here if possible. And now I can start collecting and try and outvalue my opponent. Try and just starve them of Faeria, rather than trying to contest them directly, which is not always the best option for me. Especially with big boys like Grove Guardian hanging around. Oh, excellent. So this is where Triton Sanctuary is quite useful. And I can take that mountain. So going for a very aggressive stance here, I kind of feel like I need to. As you can see, I've kind of bullied my opponent into one corner while I collect off 3 wells. Gift of Steel is going to be great here. And I can mount in on this spot and continue to be quite aggressive. So yeah, we'll take the mountain, take the gift. We'll use the punishment to kill this. Cause I kind of need to kill it at some point. And I'm not going to jump up and collect because my problem is I need to keep some distance if I can. I don't want to get locked in by a taunt like another Grove Guardian. It's going to be a messenger. It's a 4/6. This Beastmaster's starting to get really good value. So I'm going to have to take some draws because I need to get to my heavy hitters. Or hopefully Spellwheel can give me something. Ninja Toad sort of does. Kinda. I guess it continues the Faeria Starve, and I get to collect anyway. I can finish this off. I'll crack open this and play the Storm Spawn because I'll get a refund off this when it dies. I just need to, like I said, continue applying pressure. I'm just going to probably just draw cards from now on. I got good value out of that Sanctuary. I ended up gaining 6 Faeria. Oh, wow. We got an aggressive stance taken from my opponent. Just take another draw. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Let's jump over here. I think we'll pass there. Is that a Faeria Golem? Oh man, Faeria Golems are so hard to deal with in Pandora. It is unreal. Okay. It's fine, because we can just go into our Gemshell Tortoise now. That is a very good pickup. I am happy with that. Now, do I collect? I'm going to be able to play this anyway, right? No, I might be a Faeria off. I mean, I'm still in kind of a difficult spot here. I think I do collect and just take the damage. Take the 6 and then play the Icerock and just hope he doesn't play another big green creature. So this is why I don't like mono green in Pandora, because it feels just kind of like, oh, just play big guys, it's fine. As you can see. It's just like, oh, if you draft like a load of big green guys, you're just going to win just by bullying your opponent off the board with power that they can't handle. Just because of the lack of reliability of removals. That's what I kind of dislike about it, to be honest. I do have enough now so I can run this in. I'm going to gain my 10 Faeria to work with. So I'm just going to go crazy on the Icerock Behemoths. I'll make a defensive land here. Play an Icerock. We'll play an Icerock. We'll creation this one. Run into this. Play an Icerock. It's a pretty good response, to be fair. Like, if there's any way I could come back, I think this play is probably one of them. Like, I'm not... Developing 3 Icerocks in one turn was pretty tasty. Let's be fair. Oh, gets a safeguard. Hope I draw another creation now. Oh, Elderwood Embrace. It's pretty sad. The campfire is pretty useful here, actually. Because the campfire is going to allow me to push this up by +1. Take a draw. We might get a Doom. We might get a Cypher. Oh, wow. Hello. So if I creation, it's going to cost 3, so I'm not going to have enough to play one, unfortunately. So I think I go for the campfire line. So I can kill this. I'll kill this. Then I'll jump onto this forest, because we don't want any more green creatures coming down without land being built. And then I'll give this a campfire. So I'm basically out of reach of the Faeria Golem now. And even if my behemoth dies, the 9/9, I'm gonna creation and create another behemoth. Looks like Faeria Golems are no match for multiple behemoths. These are creations that have been so fun. I think this is probably my favorite run I've had in all of Journey. Just like, oh wow, he's gonna feed it. He's got 20 Faeria. I'm expecting some amazing cards to come down with 20. Being able to feed an 8/15. Tiki Totem, okay. Sagami, okay. Fair enough. Treasure has been found. So now I can cover all of these lands here. I'm going to step back. I'm going to clear this. So this gets powered up. Creation. Oh, and then we put another Icerock Behemoth down. 4 Icerock Behemoths. Have you ever seen this before? Is this a new thing in Faeria that no one has seen? I mean, I probably just have a lot of Faeria to work with. Let's be fair. Probably looking for some firestorms here. Start whipping firestorms out. 3 firestorms off Jin's lamp. Thank you very much. See what comes down. Kingsguard, okay. Wow, this is such a weird game. It's a good pickup. It's getting locked in here. Now I can swing into this and then I can Ruby. I'm going to lose like these two, which I'm not too happy about. So I could just Ruby this instead. On its own. And then I could get the... Yeah, let's do a single Ruby. Let's continue to lock this into place. And let's get this Magpie going. That's a pretty good draw. That's a pretty good draw. So that's a premium draw from Magpie there. The Hammer of Destruction. Going to be able to remove threats or alternatively give me some burst damage to finish things off. Oh, the massive totem. The biggest tiki totem I've ever seen. Ancient Boar. Oh, Triton Chef. Excellent. So now Triton Chef is going to allow me to kill this in one hit. I can go in with the Magpie again. Let's do that first. Let's see what the Magpie gives us. Oh, a lamp. Feels good. Alright, so... where do I want this? I don't really care if it dies so much. Can I throw this at the totem? Yeah, we're going to throw that at the totem. Well, +1. Oh, we could have landed and killed this, actually. It's fine. No, it's not fine. I should have landed and killed this. I was tunnel visioning like here and here mainly. A +1 doesn't really do much. And now my big Icerock could die. Grappling hook shoots my magpie. That's pretty good. Vine wall. So I will land this turn and I will finish this off. Yeah, let's start getting this guy up. Where's this go? Okay, gives me some land. Let's get a tortoise. It's pretty good. Double Ninja Toad. I can turn this into a lake. I'll take a lake here and then use that as a way to deal some damage. I can use this as a removal option as well. I also have Doom Scythe. Just kill a guy. I would say if anything too big I can't handle comes down, I could do that. But to be fair, I don't think there is anything too big that I can't handle. Sagami, alright, just going aggro here. I actually have an answer to all of this, fortunately. All my Ninja Toads, also my Doom Scythe. Take some more aggressive line here. I'm wondering if there's burst from hand. Like flame bursts, that could show up. I'm a little afraid of bottled lightning now. I might have to split up my forces. Emperor's Command. Okay. Well, this can just jump over and kill this, so it's not a problem. Then I can double Ninja Toad this from here. Maybe move this back defensively, move this defensively. Hit for 6, hit for 9. Is there any lethal opportunities here? Not really. I mean, if I had Death's Desire, I could probably set up lethal. Oh wait, there might be lethal here. No, I don't have to land. I could Humbling Visions, Lake, Ninja Toad, push. But how do I get my other Ninja Toad in? That's the problem. I don't think there's a lethal. Alright. Let's use these. Oh wait, there was lethal. Can I make a lake when I move? I'm an idiot. Apologize, guys. I'm being a bit dumb there. Oh man, this doesn't really help me. +1. I'll just burn a card, I think. Oh no, I had lethal. So what I need? No, wait. I didn't have lethal because I didn't have. I needed to build the lake. So no, I didn't have lethal. I needed the Ninja Toad. Wait, no. Maybe I did. I move this up, I play Ninja Toad, I jump, I Humbling Visions, I clear, I hit, I move, I lake, I hit, I win, right? So yeah, I did have lethal, but I didn't see it. Until it was too late. So if I lose now, it's my own fault. Equinox. 9. Yeah, I could definitely lose here. That's not good. That's gonna heal, right? So this represents 50. Oh! Wow, okay. This represents 50. This is 15. It's gonna heal by 2. I can probably still win. I just need to do this first. Just draw Flame Burst. Huh. Ninja Toad? No? I was punished so hard. I missed lethal, and then I got punished for the Jin's lamp. This game was awful. I apologize. I should be playing better than this. But there is another... Oh my goodness, there's Tiki Healer and an Imperial Guard. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Oh yeah, it is going to be enough. By 1 again. What a world I live in. Oh, it's fine. Ah! Oh no. Oh, I should have done better there, guys. It worked out in the end, but did it deserve to work out? I don't think I can answer that question. Oh man. I kinda, well, so yeah, that is I don't feel like I kind of deserve to win that after my mistakes. I thought my opponent did a really good job of staying alive, but top decking that Doom Scythe feels bad, man. But yeah, that is going to wrap up this part of Journey into Pandora. The next part might be quite short, depending on how I do. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up if you haven't already. Drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. You can also check out Deck Spotlight, which I did Blue Jump last week, as well as my last Journey into Pandora of the last season. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy Pandora.